Papa Louie has given me the keys to my very own bakery, and it's my job to turn this place from a desolate mall space to the world's most poppin' pie shop. To do that, I'll need to become a pie-making machine, mastering every single filling, topping, and crust, bring in 101 unique customers, transcend to a mind-reading pastry god, serving pies before they're even ordered, and bake 20 100% perfect pies. I 100%ed Papa's Bakeria. To start my Bakeria journey, I'd need to create my very own chef, but navigating the world of pies is no easy task. It's a cutthroat business where only those with grit can survive, which is why I create Jeremiah Murder, the most evil pie baker in the world. But his real dream is, of course, running a beauty salon. I mean, just look at that style. So when he sees an ad online for a job at a mall beauty salon, he of course applies.
I got the job, as I knew I would.
Okay, we move into the mall. What? It closed? That seems like a faulty business model. Why are my hands white? Papa Louie! I presume. I'm making a bakeria. Was it a scam by Papa Louie?
You can't murder no putty at a bakery.
Oh my god, he looks like such an absolute goon. And with that, it was time for our very first day at our own bakeria. Okay, I take order. You will copy down each customer's order down onto an order ticket. What the freak is this? Chocolate pie? Then switch to build station to start building a pie. What is this? A nut? Hazelnut pie? Akari wants to have a graham cracker crust. That sounds gross. The pie needs to be filled with pecans. First, choose the filling by clicking the pecans button. Okay, you should add fillings exactly how it shows on the ticket. Okay, so they want full. Kari wants pecans. Boop! Kari wants a vented crust on top. How can I tell from this? Okay. Oh, so you go bottom up. Kind of inverse of what I would think. Drag the pie into the oven to start baking. The pie is baking. Wait until the bake arrow reaches the arrow. Okay. The bake meter. I didn't read any of that correctly. Is there any way I can speed this up? It sounds like a disgusting pie. Graham crackers and pecans. Okay, put it onto the finish track. Switch to the top station. Bro, I'd like to visit the top station. Oh, top station. Don't mind if I do. That's where I was visiting with your mom, brother. Pie needs a caramel drizzle. Oh, I gotta cover the whole pie with the drizzle. This is not really much of a drizzle, I don't think. Kari wants 8 banana slices placed in the outer ring of the pie. Oh, okay. From here, I just have to go through and place the banana slices around the perimeter of the pie, which I can tell by looking at the ticket. It's important to try and evenly space the slices for the most amount of points. Do people really get that mad when they're like, my bananas are 2 inches to the left? Then you just drag the ticket into the delivery spot, and it's time to see how we did. Akari, you like it? Come on, 5 stars, 5 stars. Whoa, that was pretty good. I did pretty good. And with our 94% perfect pie, I had completed my Bakeria's basic training, and it was time for my first real customer. Big Pauly. Hey, Big Pauly, he wants a half cherry, half apple pie. Big Pauly, that sounds gross. Yes, despite Big Pauly's just abhorrent taste, I still make him this abomination. For this pie, we need to split the fillings exactly halfway. So add cherry, and then stop. Okay. Oh, I overtook it. Using the filling tube is not nearly as easy as it seems, and mastering the timing of the tube would be my first obstacle to overcome. Big Pauly's pie also introduces us to a new feature, topping instead of crust. As opposed to a crust which you can just slap on, a topping requires you to evenly spread the streusel out from the surface of the pie. This is, obviously, much harder to accurately place than just slamming down a crust topper. And while Big Pauly's hyper-specific order was starting to annoy me, little did I know the insane lengths my customers would soon push me to. But for now, I just sit watching Big Pauly's disgusting abomination cook in the oven. And speaking of disgusting abominations, I'd like to take a second to talk to you watching this video. Don't you think it's time you subscribe? I mean, I make tons of long 100% videos perfect for you to zone out to while you try not to think about when it all started going wrong for you. So subscribe so you can have easy access to my lexicon of content easier and leave the bad thoughts buried deep in your hippocampus. After adding a caramel drizzle that I guess seemed evenly spread to me at the time, I add 8 splotches of whipped cream to the inner rim and wait to see Big Pauly's reaction. Big Pauly, what do you think? 99! Oh my god, that was pretty good. And with just 2 customers served, it was time to close down our doors for the day. Which brings up the question, what is Papa Louie charging for these pies? How can we keep the doors open in a huge mall with just 2 pies sold? Papa Louie's possible money laundering scheme aside, we're introduced to minigames. These are short little bonus activities that we can play between Bakeria days to earn some prizes, with the first one being Burgerzilla. This is basically just like that Lilo and Stitch sandwich stacking game, but with burgers. This is a disgusting burger. It's like 6 buns on it. Oh my god, I did great. I won a Dr. Cherry poster. Is that good? But not to worry, as my 2 other tickets I've earned during the day give me much better rewards than this poster for the world's most disgusting soda. Like this magnificent plaid shirt. With the day now officially over, I can customize Jeremiah Murder to my heart's content. And first and foremost, we gotta take that apron off. For Mr. Murder has nothing to hide. Also go into the shop and see that I can spend my tip money on certain upgrades for the Bakeria. Not really sure how ethical it is for Papa Louie to make me spend my hard-earned cash on basic services for his shop though. Irregardless, most of the upgrades are way outside my price range, but I can order a doorbell, which will now alert me whenever somebody enters the Bakeria. I can also decorate the shop, but as of right now, I only have this single poster for Dr. Cherry. You know, this is somehow sadder than having nothing hung up at all. With that all finished, it was time to enter day 2 of my Bakeria journey, and immediately things are off to an incredible start as we've got a new customer, Johnny, and a new pie filling, Fudge. Who is this lad? Oh my god, I'd love to meet him. Despite Johnny's miffed appearance, his order is actually quite typical. Just a good old chocolate pie with fudge filling. But not all is going to be as easy as it was on the first day. As while I throw Johnny's fudge-filled delight into the oven, Akari barges in and barks her order at me. I feel like it's taking longer than usual. Okay, who knows? Why is this one taking so long? I feel like it was going way quicker yesterday. Oh my god! What the heck? Why does it look like female Jeremiah Murder? What is S? Oh, does that mean she doesn't want... What the heck? Oh, she wants 2 toppings? Dang, okay. Yeah, life out on the seas has made Captain Corey gluttonous, as her scurvy-ridden jaw blurts out that she needs 3 whole toppings. And with 3 pies now cooking in the oven, the stress starts to get to me. Cherries. Where are the cherries? Oh, okay. He wants him everywhere, okay. Oh, wait, no, he wants cherry things. Oh, crap. There's cherry drizzle, and then there's cherry toppings. Oh, I'm a dunce. I had truly made a grave error. Mistaking cherries for cherry sauce is a blunder that could single-handedly get me kicked out of the PBU, the Pie Bakers Union. I do my best to make the pie to the rest of Johnny's specifications, knowing deep down that this shop will soon be closed down and my license revoked. I shakily grab the ticket and head to Johnny to face the music. 62 in topping! Yeah, I did add a random cherry. That's kind of on me. But despite my embarrassing topping score, Johnny is still mostly satisfied with his pie and leaves with a smile. I guess it wasn't nearly as big of a deal as I thought, and I just have worker's anxiety from the time a Long Island mother cursed me out in the middle of a Staples for giving her the wrong post-it notes. This customer's a closer. Closers are very picky about their foods. Okay. Closer, okay. Yeah, what the heck is this sandwich crud? Yes, closers are truly every retail worker's nightmare. They come in right as the shop is set to close, have complex orders, and are extremely picky. Stop! Come on! I feel like that was pretty good. Once again, the filling tube betrays me. Inches away from perfection, and yet I could not be further. But I had a far larger mistake looming as I hand Captain Corey her pie and realized I had completely forgotten to add any sort of top. Just jamming bananas onto raw cherry filling, which was obviously a huge mistake. I mean, that's 1/4 of the entire pie. So from now on, I'll be a lot more and I immediately do it again to Whiff. Yeah, 80%. Oh, I biffed the top too. He didn't seem that rude, honestly. I kind of messed that pie up. I can't blame the guy, honestly. Truly no worse feeling than the worst person you know being right. Yes, I'm still talking about you, Dr. Santos. Got 350 customer points today. Yo, look at me. I'm a fudge fanatic. I've always said that about myself. We're introduced to our next minigame, Rico Chili Works. This one's pretty simple. You just need to adjust the pipe so that the chili can flow from the in pipe to the out pipe. I got the fudge poster. Fudge! I'm representing fudge. It's like, where's my water, kind of. It's less than a single hour into my Bakeria career, and the pipe fumes have already turned my brain into mush, as this game could not be more different from Where's My Water. Holy crap, okay. Dog, what? You must be crazy. Oh, I think I got it, actually. Holy crap, I'm like so goated with it. And I got the retro hockey jersey. I'll never wear that. I can use my new fudge poster to decorate the lobby once more. And turns out that isn't just for fun, as decorating the lobby actually gives you something called points. The higher your points are, the longer your customers will be willing to wait inside of the lobby. I can picture it now. A customer sits in my lobby, realizing how long they've been waiting, and they start to get annoyed. They've been waiting for so long, and their pie still isn't ready. They look around to try and grab an employee until they see it. A poster on the wall that says, fudge, fudge, fudge. With the fudge poster occupying them for hours, I'm now able to take as long as I want building them the perfect pie. I hand it to them, but they refuse to leave, for the fudge has a forever hold on its victims. But if you're looking to be entranced like the fudge poster does to my customers, what if I told you there's an amazing new house on the market where you could live in the coziest town with your favorite Disney and Pixar characters like Mickey Mouse, Remy the Rat, and my favorite Scrooge McDuck? Okay, I get it. I already see the similarities. Welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley. You decide to leave your boring day-to-day and move back to your childhood home. Your new adventure puts you at the center of a magical journey to save Dreamlight Valley as you complete quests, unlock memories, and befriend your very animated new neighbors. With so many fun and in-depth ways to customize not only the world but your avatar, including your clothes, furniture, or even your own set of Mickey ears, you can spend dozens of hours building the town and avatar of your dreams. I absolutely love sitting there for hours fishing with Goofy. He even gave me this sick fishing hat to help hide my male pattern baldness. The game has received so many updates that brought new characters, biomes, and even multiplayer. And the game is constantly receiving even more updates every few months, so you'll always have a magical adventure waiting for you in Disney Dreamlight Valley. If you can't wait to pack your bags and start your big move to Dreamlight Valley, head to the link in the description to purchase the game today. The game's now on sale on most digital storefronts, so check it out wherever you enjoy games. And thanks to GameLoft for sponsoring today's video. Well, I know it doesn't really go with the theme, but how can I not wear the Burple shirt? That's amazing. It was time to open the doors for day 3, where I've unlocked the new customer Sue and white chocolate syrup. Thankfully, unlike most of the high-maintenance customers I've been having lately, Sue just wants a plain cherry pie. And if every customer was like you, Sue, life would be a lot easier. Penny. She wants the same. Oh my god, she's stealing Sue's order. I'm beginning to think that Papa Louie infused his Bakeria with powerful wish magic. Hey, yo, it's my man, Big Stew or something. Why's he got this giant envelope? Shiny envelope. This customer has a special recipe. They will be tougher when grading their order, but you can earn a new recipe to serve. The stakes could not be higher, which is why I truly lock in and have the moment I've been waiting for my entire life and line up Big Pauly's cherry filling nearly perfectly. Even though I had nailed that, I'd soon realized that all of the other stations were just a warm-up. Order, build, and bake. They only required minimal thought in order to get a satisfying result. No, the true challenge of constructing the perfect pie would be the top station. I mean, look at the pie I had made for Sue. I did it exactly like she said, sprayed the white chocolate syrup all over the pie, and she only gave me a 91%. Yes, to nail the top station, you needed to be precise. And Penny's pie goes even worse at 70%. I needed to right this ship as it was time for the ultimate test. Big Pauly's pie. If I messed this up, he would never hand me his golden envelope and his secret recipe would stay stuck in his greasy fingers for the next millennium. He sprinkled the caramel syrup on with rapid expertise, massaging it into every crack of the crust. Now, if I could just properly place the whipped cream. Oh crap, and I didn't space these out at all. That looks awful. Big Pauly, I'm sorry. And exactly as planned. Exactly what I thought. Despite how seriously Jeremiah Murder is taking this, it's important to remember that this is a children's web browser game from a site called Cool Math Games. That doesn't mean this game is a walk in the park either, because by the end of my playthrough, I had to bake 100% perfect pies. A standard so difficult to hit, I would have to strive towards it with every single pie. This one I feel like I'm the worst at, spreading it evenly. Here I say what everybody else was already thinking, that my syrup drizzling skills are just so absolutely abhorrent. I mean, look at this pie. Like, what is that even supposed to be? I'm definitely getting closer, though, as Akari gives me 200s, a 98 in build, and a 96 in top. As a side note, 96% top is also what you guys comment whenever I show my face. We're introduced today to our second ever closer, Rattling. You're a strange one, Rattling. Wait, why does she dress like a turnip? It's definitely like some pun, like that I'm just not getting. I try a new, slower strategy on Rattling's pie, but unfortunately, it's still not working as I hit a harsh 93% on topping. My topping is my worst. I got no topping game, I will say. 10,000 customer points. I knew I'd be a pie decorator one day. And my weekly pay went up. All right, what's today's mini game? Papa's Raceway. Oh, I'm not gonna be good at this. Collect coins to go faster. It's like Mario Kart. Oh no, I got on the oil. I didn't know. What the heck? Oh my god, what the heck? He coned me! Oh, this is a total rip. That was disgusting. That was totally not fair. I was like Lightning McQueen and he was like the jerk. I forget his name. Last place, screw off. All right, let me try that again. We played dirty, I see now. Yeah, I get that we're playing dirty now. Yeah, good. Oh no! Oh my god. Yeah, eat me, bro. Eat me. Jeremiah Murder don't give a crap. Oh no, it's the guy from Gravity Falls. By getting Big Pauly's special envelope, I had unlocked a new feature, Specials. From your list of available specials, you can pick one, and then when that's ordered, you gain special benefits depending on the special. That pie might give you double tips or more tickets at the end of the day, stuff like that. And more importantly than that, to earn an achievement, we'll have to both master 20 of them and unlock all 40, so it's important to prioritize them whenever we can. Okay, rainbow table. Gay napkins. On day 4, we unlock a new customer in and Taylor, as well as meringue topping. Okay, I see. That looks disgusting. It looks like cloves of garlic. Freaking Wario pie. Why does this guy have antlers? Taylor goes ahead and orders some meringue topping, which, similar to that spoon thing I forget the name of from before, is applied differently from crust, this one having to be evenly spread throughout. Captain Ronnie orders the special, which won't display on the ticket. Instead, you'll need to cross-reference the cookbook and remember it from there. Yo, who is this guy? Papa Louie supporter. Cooper, I like your style. I hate your order. He wants no top to his pie? What is wrong with you psycho? For whatever reason, some customers order their pies topless, so you just shove it straight into the oven like this. Oh my god, kids and they phones. Yeah, I think this is the game's way of telling me that the lobby isn't interesting enough, which is insane. Did you guys even see the fudge poster? Ship it and send it. Might be my best pie ever. That was pretty close. I got 140% points. I don't understand what that means, but okay. From what I understand, which is little, I think the 140% points is referring to the points you'll get at the end of the day, like the level up screen that affects your pay, which is probably the least helpful of the 4 special effects. Akari, you always got a simple order. That's what I dig about you, girl. Akari, you're just easygoing. I love that about you. Why are you ordering a pie every day, though? Probably because my pies are to die for. Get it? Because his name is Murder? Alright, just gonna slap that onto the failed jokes pile. Who is that? Get the hell out of here. Mayor Mallow, get out of here. What is wrong with you? You look like you're in a freaking Ricola ad. But despite tensions being high with the mayor in my own bakeria, I make a huge mistake that I would go on to make many times throughout this playthrough. You see, when you get a new order, the ticket's automatically placed right up front on the right here. And when you're managing so many things at once, it can be really easy to mix up which pie was supposed to go to which ticket. So here, since the mayor's ticket was up at the front, when the ticket number 4 pie comes out of the oven, I just start decorating as if it's the mayor's pie. I wouldn't realize my mistake until it was much too late. Oh my god, I mixed them up. I completely mixed them up. Honestly, it's not my fault, guys. Honestly, not my fault at all. He walked in looking like that and expected me to just like go along with it and not get distracted. Oh my god. And since I give Akari what should have been Mayor Mallow's pie, she's also mad at me, making this perhaps the worst day at the Bakeria yet. I had hit a rough patch in my pie making journey, and that patch was only going to get rougher as today's minigame Strike Out would go on to be far and away the most difficult one for me. Basically, there's a little green ball bouncing around a box, and you have to avoid throwing the pitch when it's in the bat's hit zone. Now, while that doesn't sound too hard, it requires me to use a skill that I famously have 0 of, patience, which results in, of course, me throwing it way too early and the batter hitting a home run. But on the bright side, I've got this Tutti Frutti poster. I guess I'm not really sure what kind of decorations would be at a pie shop, but just like general advertisements for genres of food was really not on my list. Dining room is now open and need to hire a server to take orders. Oh, I can create a custom order. Oh, cool. Yes, it was time to create a server for my bakeria, and I knew I needed to create the perfect companion to Jeremiah Murder.
Hey, it's me, Johnny Do-Good.
Jeremiah Murder, and it's me, Johnny Do-Good. It shouldn't work, but it does. They're best friends despite it all. One wants to kill everybody, and the other one just wants to get home for dinner.
Just eat pie and smile on.
Do I have to pay this guy out? John Nana? Alright, John Nana. Of course, Janana wants Shanana. That makes sense. After a blunder of a day that yesterday was, I'm hopeful that my new hire, Johnny Do-Good, is here to right the ship. The kick in the rear I need to turn this place from a bakery to a bakeria. Johnny will bring me tickets from the dining room that I'll have to make that he will then serve. Functionally, it's exactly the same as someone just ordering at the counter. In fact, I'm not even entirely sure why they differentiated this mechanic, but I'm not gonna complain because even just a moment with Johnny Do-Good is worth $50 billion of debt for this failing bakery. Yo, who's this guy named Tariff or whatever? Oh, come on, guys. I kinda ate with that. But it wasn't just that pie, as the pie I was cooking for Janana looked to be one of my strongest yet. Alright, this could be my first ever 100%, guys. I feel like I'm kind of nailing this. Space these out perfectly. Oh my god, I'm feeling really good about this. Oh, come on, guys. That's gotta be 100%er. Guys, come on, Nana, or whatever your name is. Come on, that's a perfect... The build station was 96! Oh, come off it, but the top station was 100%, I told you. And soon after, I'd have another close call while baking Cooper's pie. Alright, so this is this with no top. Let's do the cherry. Alright, I don't know about that. I feel like the spread randomly method is working a little better. Come on, Cooper. Oh my god, I'm so close! Dang it! Today, we're also introduced to the hardest to impress closer, at least in my opinion, Quinn. Quinn is a girl boss business lady on the move, and she don't have time for her pie. She need it now. I mean, just look at her watch. She's running out of
of time.
Pure intimidation from Quinn's aura quickly gets to me though, and I make my worst pie yet. I mean, do I even have to show you the grade on this one, guys? What is this syrup spreading technique? It's like a skid mark on a pie. But I take that loss in stride, and I won't let it get me down, as I still have one pie left today, and I'm determined to make it my best pie yet. I put my everything into Quinn's pie. Put my fillings to the optimal weight. Bake it for the pixel perfect oven time. Spread the chocolate like I've never spread it before. Quinn, I know your standards are sky high, but this is my masterpiece. My Mona Lisa, my Citizen Kane, my should've picked Mercy. That, I don't know, I kinda ate. Come on, Quinn. Come on, baby. Come on. But even though I failed there, I knew I was well on my way. That what I was doing was working. That soon I would grow into the master of all pies that I always dreamt of. And that's only further cemented by my level up to level 5, Banana Buddy. The minigame of the night is also my personal favorite, Spooky Shot. Hit 10 baddies. Okay. Grimora inscription! Oh my, I'm not sure I like the way it splurts onto their face. Thankfully, you have infinite ammo to hit the baddies, which lets me get some pretty cool prizes, including this harsh mesh cap that I immediately give to Johnny Dogood.
Aw, he's so lovable, Johnny Dogood.
Hey, man. Free love.
Hey, guys. Maybe we should all just get along.
On day 5, we've got Carlo Romano, the first of the 4 members of the Romano family that we have to meet to earn an achievement, whom I greet by immediately messing up his pie filling.
This does not look like a server at all.
And through serving today, I get my first achievement for earning 100% waiting scores on 20 orders. Akari comes to the counter with a golden envelope today, so I try my absolute best on her. I feel like I've really nailed placing all of the solid toppings like banana slices and cherries, but I'm really struggling with spreading the syrups and creams, which is further proven when I get a measly 94% for the toppings on Akari's pie, though it is enough to still get her envelope, earning us the Orchard Tart Special. Then we get a customer that I had been waiting for ever since I spotted his rump in the lobby of this mall. Yes, Zolo! I love Zolo. My god, I love him.
He's just got a giant X on his shirt.
Liberal final boss. Holy crap, I nailed that.
He looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh character. He's awesome. I love you, Zolo.
If you make my pie incorrectly, I'll send you straight to the Shadow Realm.
Okay, that's a ring around there. That's halfway, and then just put the rest in the center.
Dude, Zolo, I put a Pokeball in the center. Come on, Zolo. Zolo, Zolo, Zolo.
What?
What? It was perfect. What did I do wrong?
Zolo, I'm sorry. No! I'm going straight to the Shadow Realm.
The minigame today is called Slider Escape, which is just like your standard Pokemon Ice puzzle. I also have no clue why there are 2 burger-themed minigames. Like, 1 I get, but 2? Couldn't this been like Pizza Slide or like Saddam Hussein Hiding Spot Slide or something? It does give me this absolutely incredible button-up shirt, though, that makes me look like I sell placebo supplements to white women who cry at Harry Potter land. I also decided to change my flooring to also be white tile, because I feel like there's a real opportunity here for this Bakeria to be the first part-time pie shop, part-time insane asylum. Finally, I spend all my hard-earned tip money on an upgrade for one of the 3 baking slots. This will alert me once a pie has finished baking.
Payday, baby! 170. Hey, that's not bad. Hey.
Who is that?
Why does he have no neck? What happened to it, Mr. Eldorado?
What the heck? Why is this guy 2 inches tall? What happened to you, bro?
Served in Nam, and now I make hot dogs for a living.
All right, man, whatever you want.
And even though my new alarm was meant to help me out by letting me know when my pies were done, what it does much more than that is stresses me out to holy hell. If you're in a part of this game where a cutscene plays, like taking someone's order, giving someone their pie, or using a topping, and your pie is ready, the alarm will just start blaring through your headphones, just trickling into your mind to remind you, "You fool! You have left the pie to burn! You are meaningless and dense, just like your pie." So to avoid the "you suck" sound, the key is to plan your time around the oven, making sure to not take on said unfinishable cutscenes when you know you have a pie that's close to fully cooked. I get the achievement today for earning 100% baking score on 20 different orders, and now I just have build and topping left. We also get introduced to a brand new closer.
Why does she have like... Is she a pirate? Can we even serve pirates here?
I actually couldn't be more off on this, which we can see by going to the Flipline Studios wiki. Which, side note, why is this like the most comprehensive wiki I've ever seen? It's got entries on every single one of each character's appearance across the like 50 Papa's games. Complex lore, beta designs, even has a fan-made map of all the Papa's regions, including information on time zones. What is going on in the Papa's community? But according to the Papa's Almanac, we can see that Rhonda is a truck driver betrothed to her motorcycle riding boyfriend friend Rico. After Rico took a trip to Calypso, he became way more easygoing. So now the two travel across the country together with the dream of one day perfecting their chili recipe. So I take back my pirate comments. I should have never made fun of Rhonda and her beautiful love story. Though my knowledge on her true story doesn't make me any better at making her order, as I once again just barely missed the perfect pie mark, just one single topping point away. We're also introduced to the final Bakeria minigame, Mitch's Mess. This one is I Spy. That's it. However, as I learned on my very first attempt, you only get 3 incorrect clicks before you're kicked out of the game. I'm also introduced to a new mechanic today, alternate outfits. You see, each customer in the game has a specific 3 achievements you need to unlock, and upon completing those, you can unlock a second outfit that will allow you to swap between them at any time. Click to give them a special gift.
It's a bomb!
This one for Akari just puts her in her alternate colors and her goggles on, and honestly, I love this feature. After playing so many games where the achievements are just completely thankless and the reward for beating them is just the suffering gets to end, little achievement rewards like this just make me so happy. The following morning, I wake up to another new mechanic as the season changes to New Year's. Xandra. Dude, Xandra and Zongichi or whatever his name was better get together. Holy crap! Oh my god, don't cast. Dude, she's gonna cast a spell on me if I get this wrong. Oh my god, okay. Okay, guys, we have to take this very seriously. I'm getting polymorphed if I get this wrong.
You will face the wrath of 1,000 bloodlines. Man, hot dogs aren't moving lately.
Poor little El Dorado.
Just give me some fruit chocolate.
This is the most disgusting, vile pie I've ever seen in my entire life. What is wrong with you, dog? Now, you might have noticed that a lot of people are ordering this Tutti Frutti topping, and that's because it's our first filling that's exclusive to the new holiday season we've entered, New Year. These holidays go on for a few in-game weeks and introduce holiday-specific ingredients for your pie, as well as holiday-specific customers like Xandra. Speaking of Xandra, it was time for me to deliver her pie, and I'm feeling really good about it. I really have a good feeling about this. Perfectly spaced, perfectly in the perimeter, and I put it on the wrong thing. Alright, well, the build station I messed up anyway, so that makes me feel a little better. But Xandra was far from our only special visitor today. Food critic has arrived. Every week, Jojo will order something new. If he likes it, he'll award you a blue ribbon. I gotta really work hard on this one. Okay. I don't know, Big Pauly. Come on. 100.
Dude, oh, I almost got the full 100.
$16 tip, thank you. As you saw there, Big Pauly became a 1-star customer with us. Basically, each time you serve a customer, if you serve them well, you get a star with them. And for each 5 stars you earn, the customer will rank up all the way to a 3-star customer. Star customers both give you larger tips and will order their food faster. Not to mention, there's an achievement for leveling 15 customers to the max 3-star level, so it's important to keep customer relations in mind at all times. I served Taylor the Cherry Cordial Special, which he loves, earning me my 5th star on this special. This means I've now mastered the special, earning me an achievement. Mastering a special both gives you some sort of prize like a clothing or furniture item, and is also important for several achievements. But now it was time to end off the day by giving the food critic his specially made pie. Oh god, oh god. Do you see how much chocolate went off there? Oh crap, okay. This is awful. This is one of my worst pies. Okay, but I got a blue ribbon, it didn't matter. With my blue ribbon earned, the day ends and was on to another rousing round of Burgerzilla. I used my spoils to further decorate my lobby, and on to day 9 it is. And because I earned my glorious blue ribbon yesterday, I get to display it at the front of my store, which will cause customers to leave me larger tips for the next 3 days. If any of your clothing has a theme that matches the current holiday, you will earn extra tips for each item. The heck? They are just like never stop with their requests. I gotta wear matching, like, what would I even wear on New Year's? What New Year's attire even exists? I've got like a noisemaker? What the heck are you going on about? So guess I'll have to put together a New Year's outfit for myself. For now though, Sue comes in with a golden envelope, and thankfully it's one of the all-time easiest orders. 1 filling, regular crust, and just 1 single topping. Could this finally be Jeremiah Murder's perfect pie? No, because for some ungodly reason, I decide to do this method where I spread the time evenly through each layer, I guess. What am I even doing here? But even stranger than my idiotic ways of spreading chocolate syrup is the next interaction I have as Johnny Do Good pulls an order from Xandra, who seems to be sitting with little El Dorado. I mean, what could these 2 people possibly have in common? I'm seriously digging into the depths of my mind to try and think what this magical New Year's witch has in common with this smoked cigarette butt of a man. But I guess that's the beautiful thing about the Bakeria. As in here, all tensions are left at the door, and you enter a zone of pure love and accept— oh, 2 points away from the perfect pie, Franco, are you kidding me? I hate this guy. He's got a bead choker on. gives me the vibe of like someone who uses like aggressive therapy language. Like, no, babe, my therapist told me it's good for me to gaslight you, actually. You don't understand. It's good for me to kiss other girls so that way I can appreciate it more when I kiss you, babe. Which is only further proven when he gives me a 65% in topping just because I forgot half your order. The day ends out, and after some pipe work with Rico, I realize I should change the special, as like I said earlier, I'm supposed to master 20 of them by the end of this playthrough. So say goodbye to Cherry Cordial and hello to Orchard Tart. Seriously, why would they put brown text on a brown background? I can barely read as it is. On day 10, I unlocked the Flavor X syrup, giving me the achievement for unlocking all New Year's toppings. What is this rainbow syrup all over? Rainbow dollops? Dude, what the heck is this rainbow thing that's taken over the world? Republicans in 2016. Besides that, the day is pretty uneventful, with a couple more close calls on perfect pies, but I'm still unable to nail it. Now, the special of the day, Orchard Tart, gives me the benefit of 2 extra tickets at the end of the day, meaning I've now got 5 attempts at the racing minigame. This game is pretty funny to me, as you'd think that a racing minigame in a children's web browser game would be a pretty fun and easy way to test your ability to just not be an idiot. That is far from the case. Papa's Raceway is less like Mario Kart and more like Mad Max, as you're forced to grind your wheels up against your opponent, trapping them in their lane and denying them precious coins, only to dunk them straight into a puddle of oil. And as horrible as it is, you're forced to play that way because if you don't, you'll just be drowning in a puddle of your own tears. The next morning, we get introduced to Charissa, who unsurprisingly loves cherries. She'll end up being very important later on in this playthrough. But after another failed pie with Captain Corey, I lock in like I never have before. As today, I am determined to make Xandra the perfect pie. Perfect rainbow syrup drizzle. Optimal banana slice placement. Gorgeous looking rainbow, I don't know what these things are. Maybe cream? But then it was time for the moment of truth. The moment I had been waiting my entire life for. Come on, Xandra. Yes! Andra, I knew you would come through, Xandra. Xandra. I knew it. That was my best work. Oh my god. I feel like $1 million. Holy crap, Xandra, you're welcome. Even though I had now created the perfect pie, I was still far from a master baker, as I proceeded to completely bungle the next 3 orders. I still had a long way to go, and very much to learn as a pie Padawan. I mean, look at this syrup spreading method I'm using. Like, did I seriously think this was gonna be successful? But my terrible topping skills are not enough to stop my progress, as I'm able to elevate my favorite customer, Xandra, to her very first star rank. And the same falling into success technique works for Carlo, too. Biff did at the toppings. Oh, but I still got the banoffee pie. That sounds gross. And wait, is that little El Dorado with yet another young woman? What is going on? How has this shriveled raisin got so much game?
You know, there's a reason they call me a hot dog salesman.
After some easy layups and spooky shot, it was time for some major upgrades to the Bakeria. First, I get 2 more timers for the other oven spots, because triple the suffering is always best. I also purchased a new upgrade called the Cook Booster. This allows you to speed up the cooking speed of a pie by holding down the button. Since you have to be holding it down, you can only speed up 1 pie at a time, but this is still incredibly helpful. I'm introduced to Yippee, who is a local cookie scout. Okay, what is going on in the Papa Louie world? What the hell is a cookie scout? Doesn't go that much faster, I will say. It's like barely any faster. I thought it was gonna be like, because I only have 1 cook booster as of right now, I make sure to drag pies into that slot whenever I can, which also helps a ton for organization. It's like a little assembly line. But none of that can really help when everyone's favorite little grape comes in with the world's most complicated order. Jesus Christ, little El Dorado.
We ate shillings and Nam for years. Now I want the sweet taste of a tutti frutti pie.
What a complex freaking order, man. Speaking of, things must not have gone well with him and Charissa, as he's back here 1 day later with Taylor. At the end of the day, I'm able to hit rank 10 and become a true polka dot pal. After that, it's more slider escape, and man, does this game know how to make a guy feel stupid. I mean, I'll stare at these puzzles for so long and then just fling my little burger off the edge without a second thought. Eventually, they introduce these little cork-looking blocks you can only slide against twice before it breaks. It's payday, and I rake in $195 this week due to all the raises I got from leveling up.
Yo, Robbie!
What's with all the pirates?
The blunderbuss is in town.
I don't know why, but it just absolutely cracks me up that there's this like hardened pirate who has looted and killed hundreds of thousands of men in the open sea, and then comes into the pie shop and is like, "Yar, I need my Shirley Crush." And we gotta give credit to my boy Franco, who has the audacity to sit across from someone whose name is Janana and order a pie without even a single banana topping. When I give Franco his pie, he officially becomes my 5th bronze customer, giving me the achievement for that, as well as 100% build score on 20 orders. All the while, little El Dorado is sat with yet another young woman. What is going on here? I feel like I'm losing my mind. What do they see in him? Is it pity? Does he have a silver tongue? He doesn't look at all even interested in them. They're wearing the same uniform. Maybe they're coworkers. That is like so coworker friends vibes. Like this like 70-year-old ancient man and is like your best friend. Like, if I'm not closing with, wait, what's his name? Lil Mo or whatever? I'm not closing with Lil Mo. At the end of the day, I use my payday cash to purchase another cook booster as well as another special sign. This boosts the amount of people who will order the special in a day from 1 to 2, giving you double of whatever the special's benefit is. This also makes getting 5 stars on a special much easier, reducing the time down from 5 days to 3. The next day, I meet the final member of the Romano family, Gino. Oh my god, we're getting the whole Romano family. What about Ray? Serve everyone in the Romano family quartet. I knew there was a whole family. Genius. Figured out a very basic game mechanic in a game made for children. Jojo also comes back and I earn another blue ribbon, which is good because soon we're gonna need a ton of tips. And with that, we rank up to 11 and become cheesecake champs. I also realized that the minigames get significantly harder as you earn more of these stars at the top, as now I'm more than halfway through. Now I'm only allowed 2 strikes per round, which results in me losing many more rounds than I normally would. While all those tickets were nice, I had now mastered the Orchard Tart special and it was time to move on to French Silk. This special gives me double tips, so when combined with our blue ribbon, we should be making some serious money tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, it marks a change in holidays. We've now shifted to Valentine's Day, meaning that all of the toppings, fillings, and sauces we grew to love from New Year's are now completely vanished from existence. Valentine's Day is of course going to come with Valentine's customers, and yeah, I feel like there could not be a more Valentine's Day looking person than Scarlett on this earth. And since we lost our Rainbow New Year's filling, it's replaced with pomegranate. Could not tell you what association pomegranate has with Valentine's Day outside of it's pink, but sure. I once again make the mistake of topping Scarlett's pie with the info from my number 3's ticket, leading to a pretty underwhelming first impression, and she's not the only one. What is wrong with you, Yippee? What did I do wrong? What's your problem, Yippee? Yippee more like Yappy. Yeah, clearly the change of seasons is too much for Jeremiah Murder to handle, as he is just absolutely dropping the ball today. Maybe the reason he's so evil is because he lost the love of his life, and this whole season of love only reminds him of what he went through and why he threw it all away. Oh, Jeremiah, a tragic backstory was the last thing you needed to become a Templar sexy man. Congratulations! The next thing I'm really struggling with are these chocolate shavings. For whatever reason, the frequency in which they come out is completely different from all the other toppings, which results in horrifying abominations like this. And as if all that suffering wasn't enough, the end of the day has me absolutely bombing at Rico's Chili Works. Dog, what? And yet? And I almost had it. Actually, no, I wasn't even close. I'm on further inspection. I wasn't even in the right realm. But perhaps the following day will lead to some more success for Jeremiah. 14%? What the frick did I do wrong? 14%? Are you crazy? That's highway robbery. Rat. Oh, she's a radish. I just got that. But maybe, just maybe, I'll finally get some release today during Papa's race wet. No. What turds? They stuck me in there. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh my god. How am I in last place? I feel like I did okay, except for the entire time. The next day starts out by unlocking a new customer in Prudence, strawberry filling, and heart cookie toppings. I also earn myself the Neapolitan pie recipe from Carlo and get a visit from my old friend.
Oh, I'll have a hooter stinkin'. Do you make pies that have skinned goat in them? Asking for a friend.
The next few days are mostly uneventful, with me really just biffing a ton of orders while I'm still getting the hang of this game that only has a single game mechanic over 4 hours in. I do manage to unlock the final Valentine's Day topping though, macaroons. Oh my god, why is everybody taking out poor El Dorado?
Kill me or give me Percocet. I don't need another pie.
My main goal is to knock off that make 20 perfect pies achievement, but time and time again, my pies end up just barely missing the mark. Come on, Big Pauly, give it to me. I'm gonna skin you alive, Big Pauly. With all those failures on my tail, I knew I had to lock in for the final pie of the day. I think they want it like this, if I had to guess. This is a pretty cute cake, I'm not gonna lie. It's a pie, dang it. Come on, Zolo, give it up, Zolo. Yes! Eat that, Zolo. Oh my god. I'm the goat. Yes, with Zolo's perfect pie constructed, I had just 18 more to go. I run into this slider escape puzzle that truly evades me like no other. Seriously, this one took me so many attempts, including all of my tickets from today. How do I get to the green thing? I don't understand. The next morning, I get introduced to a new customer, Mary. I find it hilarious that this game has insane looking customers like freaking Janana and Zolo, and then there's just Mary. Boring pie. Dude, I'm like dogging people's pies and crud now. I feel like I'm on like Top Chef. What kind of pie is this? Just cherry? This is the kind of pie I don't like, honestly. Pie looks really good, if I'm being frank. A new strategy that I've started to develop is to make the special pie during your downtime, even if you don't have a ticket for it yet. You know that 2 of them are going to be ordered every single day, so you might as well queue it up before it gets too too busy. This strategy can be effective at certain times, like today when Vicky orders a special, and I've already got it cooking in the oven. But other times, it can really halt your production line. This is because when you move a pie from the oven to the topping station, it stays in the order that they came in. There's no way to rearrange the order of your pies. And somehow, Carlo has another recipe for us for like the 3rd day in a row.
Choufle pie?
What is a choufle pie? We're introduced to a new customer in Greg, and what is with this game and just introducing like a guy? Like, this is just a man. And Greg and I don't exactly get off to a good start either.
Crap. Greg, come on, hurry it up. Oh my god, that's really killing me inside, but come on, I need to get to my burning pie. Jesus Christ, Greg. Just yaponomics.
Soon after that, though, Jojo the food critic comes in, and I have perhaps my most impressive moment yet.
The toppings are so minimal. Come on, that looks pretty freaking good. Come on, Jojo.
Yeah, stuck on that, Jojo!
I'm to go! That night, I realized that the hard hat that I've had Johnny do good in is actually a holiday-specific hat for Valentine's Day. This gives me several bonuses when serving customers in the matching holiday with it on. Wearing a holiday-specific wardrobe gives you several benefits, so I make sure to add it to Jeremiah's wardrobe, despite it not exactly being on theme for the whole, evil mastermind thing.
I'm evil, but I still love Valentine's Day.
In addition, I've racked up around $600 in tips now, so I purchased the game's final upgrade, the 3rd cook booster, giving me the achievement for getting all upgrades. But as soon as it came, it left, as Valentine's Day was over, and with it, Jeremiah's trauma whisked out the door. Now it was officially spring, and also,
it's St. Patrick's Day! Alright, St. Patrick's Day!
That was incredibly racist. They're one of the most oppressed groups of individuals in the entire world.
Oh, they look at the Irish!
The pomegranate filling of yesteryear has been replaced with the new mint filling of St. Patrick's Day, and the luck of the Irish is clearly flowing through me as I knock out a perfect pie for Prudence. Besides that, the opening day of St. Patty's Day is mostly uneventful. But that night, I'm determined to change things. I am actually gonna make this holiday at the Bakeria unlike any other, as now that I've bought out all of the actual kitchen upgrades, all my money is strictly for pleasure, so I buy out all of the available St. Patrick's Day furniture at the shop, along with some wallpaper and flooring. If you use furniture that matches the current season, it'll give you double the lobby points. So slopping all this down gives me a staggering 400 points for the waiting room, which may or may not be good, I'm really not sure yet. Also, to get into the spirit, I dress myself and Johnny Dogood head to toe in St. Patrick's Day fits. I first grabbed myself the achievement for changing Jeremiah's full outfit. I'm also shooting for the achievement for having me and my worker in the same outfit in different colors, but unfortunately I only had enough money to buy us both shirts, hats, jackets, so the rest of the many customizable clothing options are gonna have to wait. And much worse than not getting that achievement is that Jeremiah now looks like an enemy in a Yakuza game who would beat you at fly fishing. I unlocked the Celtic Knot Cross as well as a new customer in This Is Just Another Guy.
Why are there just so many random guys in this game?
Imagine you're playing Slime Rancher and one of the slime types is just like a horse.
Like, not a slime horse, but just like a straight up horse. Wait, actually, that would be really funny. They should actually do that.
I wonder if people are gonna be appreciative of the theme. Like, do they realize how much work went into this? How much time I spent? Created a whole St. Patrick's Day themed restaurant?
Do you people even realize the amount of work this took?
I try a completely new technique with spreading my syrups today and do this like little spiral on top, as I realize I've basically been missing out the entire outer rim of my pies, which is the biggest section and requires the most toppings of any other section. This actually works decently well, giving me a solid 99% on my man Nick's order. St. Patty's Day also introduces us to Jula, and this is how a Papa's character should look. She's like a giant walking mint. I'm really curious what her life must have been like before the Bakeria open. I guess my mental connection ends up paying off as I get a perfect score on her pie as well. And I'm on a hot streak as Zolo comes the next day and I grab a perfect score from him as well. I complete my 4th week at the Bakeria and earn the achievement for receiving my wages across 4 different paydays.
And we're introduced to Doan? You can't just introduce the 400th normal guy and give him an insane name like Doan.
Oh wait, this guy's actually modeled after a real person who knew the creators and his name's actually Doan?
Wait, you mean to tell me that Giorgito is based off a real person but somehow freaking Nick is a made-up construct?
I have a good feeling about this one. Come on, Doan.
Oh, dude,
come on. But that falls like water off my back as I have perhaps my most impressive accomplishment yet. Like I said before, I've been pre-making specials and have them sit and wait until somebody orders them. So when Bruna comes up and orders my plantain crunch,
I've already got one fully completed that I can then immediately hand her. And to top that off, it's a perfect pie, a full 100%, which will surely lead to boundless riches.
$13 tip? Come on. That's it? Maybe I'm the one who's really evil, because honestly, $13 is an insane amount of money to tip for like a $30 pie. I can't believe I was actually mad about that. My Bakeria skills have finally turned on, I guess, as I'm getting perfect pie after perfect pie after perfect pie, just completely smashing it out of the park. Another interesting realization I made is that Mitch's mess is always the same. Like, the items you need to find are always different, but their locations are always exactly the same. That makes this game infinitely easier because guess what, Mitch?
I remember where you placed Giant Cookie and I won't forget it.
Using my giant $13 tip from Bruna, I'm able able to finish out my workers' outfits, giving me the achievement for wearing a full holiday-themed outfit, as well as the same outfit as my employee in a different color. I also realized that while there's an incredible upside to putting on holiday furniture in your lobby, there's no downside to just spamming completely non-matching related furniture as well, which takes my sleek, clean, on-themed waiting room into this junk-filled storage unit.
God, it looks like a complete mess in here. How do people enjoy this scenery? It's disgusting. This is gross.
But despite the questionable aesthetics, my new score has earned me double the amount of waiting room points, making it incredibly worth it. But it seems like I'm not the only one committing unearthly sins in this Bakeria.
Pistachios on frickin' pie sounds disgusting.
And unfortunately for the Bakeria customers, I am no better at spreading pistachios than I was at chocolate shavings. I do manage to earn the achievement for serving 100 customers in clothing that matches the season, which has Yippee so happy that she looks like the devil is inside of her. This means that I had earned enough achievements that I unlocked Quinn's alternative bee outfit.
She looks exactly the same. That's it? It should be like a spooky version. He just has a different top on.
We unlock Key Lime Filling and Mitch of Mess Acclaim, and it looks like his taste buds are just as much of a mess as his room.
Banana lime, that is vile.
Clearly, this was meant to indicate that Mitch's standards are quite low, as despite giving him a pretty average-looking pie, he gives it a perfect 100% score. Mitch, I'm eagerly awaiting your self-help journey, but until then, I'm gonna farm as many achievements as I can out of your stoned-out noggin. And I wasn't kidding, as I proceed to squeeze another perfect score out of him the actual next day. I also grabbed my first 2-star customer in Gino Romano, who also happens to give me a new special caramel apple. At the end of the day, I'm put in for the final round of Spooky Shot. If I could secure this win, I'd have cleared all of the prize stars available, and it's no easy task as I've got to shoot 21 different goons. But using my pinpoint aim, I'm just barely able to nail enough, meaning I get my first bonus prize, the wedding arch. Bonus prizes are like regular pieces of furniture, only they're worth way more points, surpassing even in-season furniture, making them practically a necessary part of your build. Saying that out loud made me have to step away for a second. I'm actually trying to min-max my build in this silly pie simulator from Cool Math Games. Even though I finished all of the Spooky Shot levels, it turns out I'm not done with them. Not even close, in fact, as all I had finished was the first bronze layer of the Spooky Shot prizes. I would now need to repeat the whole process again twice to complete both the silver and gold layers. These new layers don't have any new levels though, instead just give you one of the random ones you played in the first round. The days of St. Patty's Day fly by quick, with me getting El Dorado to a 2-star customer and still struggling on this stupid burger escape level. Why is it so freaking hard? And as quickly as it came, it leaves as we move on from St. Patrick's Day and into Easter. Here we're introduced to a new customer, Cletus, as well as... Ew, inside of a pie? That's disgusting. Unfortunately though, I did not get the memo about the changing seasons and now look like a complete fool with all my Irish-themed furniture in the middle of Jesus' Day of Reckoning. But there was someone who was about to look much worse than foolish. The frick is this banana, jelly beans, and cheesecake, girl? What are you eating? How can you put that in your body? That's disgusting. After baking that disgusting abomination, the day ends and I can go grab as many Easter decorations as I can afford. And I even dressed up the crew in matching Easter outfits.
You know, I'm just realizing now that Jeremiah Murder really just looks like the villain from all of the other reindeer. Like, remember the mailman? Like, he just looks like he's doing like a cosplay of that guy.
The next day, I unlocked the flower bloom crust and get to welcome Cletus into a slightly more organized and definitely more on theme looking bakery.
You need to stop ordering this. You need Vicky. Come on. There's got to be something for you out there. You can't be eating this every day. What is wrong with you?
I also get the achievement today for earning 5 blue ribbons from JoJo the food critic. That night, the difficulty on Burgerzilla has skyrocketed though. What? You can only miss one? Says who? That's BS. Besides that, nothing too exciting happens for the next couple days, though I do unlock all of the Easter toppings after picking up Wildberry Whip. And yeah, not really sure what else I'm supposed to say at this point. I gotta make a lot of pies. 8 people come in per day, they make their pies, they leave. We unlock new customers like Kingsley and new ingredients like lemon filling. But for the most part, pie.
Just making freaking pies all day, every day. Just doing the same 3 things. Oh.
I still make the occasional mistake, but for the most part, I've got this pie cooking thing locked down.
I'm gonna kill you, Vicky.
Clearly, the fumes from the oven had started to get to me, as I had started the process of losing my mind. And nowhere is that more clear than on day 40 when I unlock a brand new topping for my pies.
Putting Pop-Tarts on pies now? This is the most vile thing I've seen in my... You're putting an entire Pop-Tart on a pie? That is so gluttonous. What the freak?
Despite my insanity, I earned the achievement for mastering 10 different special recipes. I also earned my second bonus prize by completing all of the Mitch's Messes levels, which earns me the furniture item that gives me the single most amount of waiting room points in the game, the Great Onion. Why a giant growing vegetable gives you so many points in a bakery, I will never understand, but I dare not question the teachings of the Great Onion.
Edna. Looks like I'm gonna give her a bomb.
What the heck? Granny's in the ZZM crowd? Hell yeah. I knew Granny could hang. And with one more disgusting sugary abomination to Vicky, Easter head came and went. Just like Jesus did. Now we entered the cherry blossom season. This season, I realized that I can just buy one outfit for both Jeremiah and Johnny, which saves me a ton of money and lets me go way harder on the lobby. I mean, for once, this place actually looks pretty nice. Like how an actual restaurant is supposed to look. The same cannot be said for Jeremiah though, as the only way I can describe this look here is by using this image. With the Cherry Blossom Festival in full swing, we unlock a new customer in Toru, as well as a new permanent crust type in Ladyfingers, which apparently is an Italian dish, so I have absolutely no idea why it was introduced during the Cherry Blossom holiday. Who is this? Doctor Who character.
I've been stuck in the timey-wimey machine for 45,000 years, and now I'd like a single piece of pie.
Like I had said earlier, I had conquered the main hurdles that the Bakeria had set in front of me, but I still had a long while of playing left to go. That's because there are achievements related to every single season in the game, and we were only in season 5 of 12. So on my forever journey, I decided that I would start knocking out some of the other achievements along the way. That way, at the end of the year, I should be almost entirely finished with the game. First of which revolves around the Bakeria's most forgettable closer, Whiff. For the Whiff achievement, you need to have his order ready for him before he even orders it, reading both of his brain cells to prepare it before he even sputters out the words. Now, this might seem like an impossible task. I mean, with so many fillings, crusts, and toppings, not to mention where you're placing them, just happening to guess what someone's order is like a 1 in a billion chance. But as you may have realized by the Vicky fiasco, customers aren't just ordering completely random pies when they come to the counter. They really only have 2 options. Either order the special or order their standard pie. And since Whiff is a closer, he's unable to order the special, meaning you should always know what he's gonna order. Now, there are 2 problems with this though. Firstly, you only know what he's gonna order this season. Customer orders change each season as new ingredients are filtered in and out, meaning we won't be able to prepare for Whiff until the first time we see him in a season. Secondly, we will never have any idea when or even if he's coming to the bakery. That means in order to get this achievement, I need to prepare Whiff's pie every single day on the tiny chance that he decides to come in. On the bright side, the chances of Whiff coming in are definitely a lot higher than the average customer, as the pool of closers is actually pretty small. But that by no means makes this an easy feat. So many days where I craft the perfect Whiff pie only for freaking Rattle to barge in and make this whole thing pointless. But while this grind is happening, something amazing occurs. Yo, gold star customer! 480 points, let's go! Our very first triple star customer. Though I will say, achieving this is only going to get harder and harder as the playthrough continues. When I started, Big Pauly was like one of 7 customers that would come through my shop nearly every single day. With like 40 customers in the mix, and more being introduced every single day, the chances of seeing customers you desire is quite low. And speaking of customers you desire, there's still no signs of Whiff anywhere. Another one of his pies is just tossed in the trash. Honestly, I'm surprised Papa hasn't started charging me for these. I mean, I'm just tossing a full pie every day into the dumpster. I feel like there should at least be like an option to just like donate it instead of just like throwing it away or something. Like, why can't we just give it to freaking Cletus, because he does not look to be doing well. I also accomplished a pretty strange achievement today. When Dino comes in as my first customer of the day, I actually choose to not serve him, sitting on his ticket all day while he suffers in the lobby. Hours fly by and Dino wonders if his pie is ever gonna come. People who ordered after him walk away happy with their orders, but him, he sits there, doomed to eternal punishment. Finally, after serving the 8th customer of the day, I give Dino his pie, earning me the achievement for serving the first customer last. By serving our dear Sue a nearly perfect pie, we grab her envelope, giving us the achievement for earning 15 special recipes. Just 25 more to go. Are you joking? The day I actually have his order. Are you joking? Oh, he completely changed it. Wait, no, I'm not looking for Zola, I'm looking for Whiff. What am I talking about? Honestly, I'm not even sure how I made that mistake. These 2 people could not look less alike. Also, I forgot to mention that I gave the wall back here a full makeover and it, looks great. I'm finally able to beat the One Strike Burgerzilla and get a large onion crate. What's with all the onion references? Are onions somehow related to a bakeria? Is there some sort of complex onion lore in the Papa Louie universe that I don't understand? Be honest with me, Chupo, was I birthed from a giant onion? I've got the strategy down now where it's like you take the first order, you make this first special. Then you do the 3rd order, then you leave the 4th, the 2nd special or 4th order in the wings. And then once you get the 4th order, it's either going to be that or it's going to be like the 5th or 6th and you put it in the oven either way. I mean, yeah, I don't think I could have explained it any more clearly than that. But despite my terrible explanation, clearly what I'm doing is working, as I finally earn one of the hardest achievements in the game, get a perfect score on 30 orders. But after days and days of Whiff not showing up, I get caught up doing a ton of other orders and forget to craft Whiff his pie. But surely that shouldn't be... We know it's not him. It is him! Are you joking? Are you freaking joking me? Even though the pie wasn't ready on Whiff's arrival, I decided to just crank it out anyways and just not take his order. I know that probably won't work since it would still count as him waiting, but I wasn't gonna go down without a fight. If he actually orders this exact thing, I'm gonna feel like such a moron. Dude, are you joking? Come on, I've been making this every day. You're joking. Oh, that still counted. Yes! Oh my god, thank God. Oh my god, thank God. Woo-wee. And I could not have cut that any closer, as that marks the final day of the season. We say goodbye to the Cherry Blossom Festival and hello to the summer luau. Her name is Utah? I would like to go back to the Cherry Blossom Festival. After an intense race, I finish off the last level of Papa's Raceway and earn myself the bonus item, the high ball lamp. Wait, why was that not the bonus item for the strikeout minigame? I decorate my lobby for the luau as well as change the Bakeria's uniform. And I am loving Mr. Murder in this straw hat. I feel like all the evilness in his body is on break while he parties for the summer. And that's exactly what he gets, as the days of summer are filled with nothing but fun, love, and no stress. Just giving out pies and lounging in the sun. We even switch out the lobby to be filled with 6 boom boxes. I mean, look how happy everyone is. They're dancing. Maybe get the achievement for making 3 people dance in the lobby at once. Jeremiah starts to think, you know, I could get used to this. Maybe I was always meant for the Bakeria. But that all comes tumbling down because next up is the Starlight Jubilee, baby. That's a month straight of ear-piercing fireworks. The Starlight Jubilee introduces us to a very important customer, Boomer, as she's the only NPC with not only 1, but 2 separate achievements involving her. Despite fitting my employees to the 9s for the season, of which I of course mean dressing them like one of the Harlem Globetrotters, the lobby doesn't follow the same logic. In fact, I completely fitted out in winter decorations in order to pick up the achievement Christmas in July. I didn't really have many of them, so I just placed down like the 2 I had, which just makes this Bakeria feel absolutely terrifying. Also learned there's a matching achievement for reading Quinn's mind, just like there was for Whiff. And when she happens to show up, since it's her first visit of the season, I have no idea what she's gonna order. But it's then that I get an idea. What if I just gave her like a random pie? I mean, the pie I gave to Whiff was far from perfect. Would the game even have any way of telling me that I was leagues off the correct choice? Yeah, let's just try it. Do I still get the achievement? No. You have to serve her the correct food. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, not only did I not get the achievement, I also completely lost all progress stars I had with Quinn, setting her friendship way back. With my Christmas in July achievement gotten, I can finally trick out my lobby with a full Starlight Jubilee wear, giving me my highest lobby score yet at 1,400 points. I had come so far now as my topping technique was perfected, doing this like wave-like motion with the syrups across the surface of the pie. Though the same could never be said for any of the whipped creams. For whatever reason, I can just never get these right. They always just come out too slow or something. I mean, look at this. It's a freaking disaster. Right now, I've already got 50% of the game's achievements, so I start working towards the myriad of character-specific ones. Usually, these just involve doing something specific to a certain customer's order, like this one that I get by going against Charissa's wishes and instead using a chocolate crust with chocolate syrup on it. There are tons of these for a sea of different unique characters. The harder part is not only waiting for the rare opportunity that they might come in, but also remembering that you're supposed to be getting an achievement, which is surprisingly difficult for me, even though earning achievements is literally the only thing I do on this channel. Also, getting that chocolate achievement also gives Charissa a chocolate-covered strawberry outfit. That is amazing. But with that, Starlight Jubilee passes by, and it's now on to Comic-Con. Yes, Comic-Con. Is this just like Halloween? No, Halloween's a separate one. This is just supposed to be like Comic-Con is like the middle of the year holiday. Comic-Con, while whimsical, introduces us to perhaps the largest obstacle so far, filling our little dough-smelling Bakeria with a bunch of sweaty nerds who are scared of deodorant. And, oh god, Toru, get out of here! It's not safe for you here! It's only a matter of time before someone asks you to be their waifu! Comic-Con also introduces what I assume to be a starfruit filling, which makes me realize that outside of seasonal fillings, we're only missing 4 more pie fillings. Wow, hard to believe just 16 hours ago, Jeremiah didn't even know what a pie was. It's time to change decorations for the season, but this time I don't go straight into my Comic-Con furniture. I instead set up the 4 large tables I've collected throughout my playthrough, as well as 8 Halloween tables I bought beforehand. But this off-putting decoration isn't enough to deter the customer I've wanted to see for weeks, Quinn. Giving me her order is both a gift, as now I know what she wants me to make her, and a curse, as now I'll have to make it every single day in hopes that she comes. Comic-Con also introduces us to Olivia, who's just like a fan of olives, just like supporting the concept of olives. I finish out my first round of slider escape levels, which earns me the Papa's Arcade game. And I guess Comic-Con is just a season for having unhinged lobbies, as I knock out another achievement by filling it with 10 different types of bubblegum dispensers. We get introduced to Brody, who is also based off of a real person, so I decide to hold my tongue and not mention the fact that he looks like exactly the type of person who would be interested in Comic-Con. I also just want to note that I absolutely love that this season everyone's like holding lightsabers to get to their pies. It's like a cute little touch that adds nothing, but I absolutely adore it. Julep finally comes back into the shop, who's necessary for an achievement. Thankfully, I remember that, but run into a small problem while decorating the pies. I don't remember whose is Julep's, but I'm just gonna put pistachios on them both. Oh, nice. Oh, I forgot to do key lime filling. Oh god. Yeah, because I forgot the key lime filling in the center of the pie, I'd have to wade through another like 50 customers to see Julep again. A few days later, I unlock Huckleberry syrup, which gives me the achievement for unlocking every single syrup and cream. That day, Wally comes in and I can grab an achievement by covering his pie in extra blueberries. Today's the final day of Comic-Con, and despite my hopes and dreams of meeting Quinn once again, Rattling is my closer, meaning I'll have to hope for another 2 encounters in the next season. And speaking of next season, we've got Groovestock, our first autumnal season. To no one's surprise, surprise, the season based off Woodstock has Cletus immediately make an appearance. I mean, come on, just look at this guy. This is far and away the most cursed Jeremiah has ever looked, though. He looks like an undercover cop who's trying to get a local 13-year-old to admit they smoke weed. I mean, he doesn't even close to fit in with the normal clientele we get this time around.
Is that Hispanic peanut butter gamer?
Quinn comes around for the first time this Grew stock, but instead of doing my normal strategy, I've got something special up my sleeve. I just completely looked her order up online for this season. That way, I could make it. Yeah, I was tired of this double seasonal visit nonsense. If anything, I feel like completely lying to Quinn's face and just looking everything up online beforehand would make me more like a psychic at least. I hand Quinn her wiki pie and grab myself the Quinn achievement. I also grabbed the achievement for serving everyone in Scarlet and the Shakers. I have no idea what that means, but I guess old Denki here is a shaker. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really got much more to say, guys. I'm baking a lot of pies. Next up is Halloween, which is actually really cute because the customers will show up in their Halloween costumes, except for who the heck is this? Gremmy? Who is Gremmy? What is a Gremmy? Why does she look like she's searching for the souls of the damned? During this season, I also managed to master my 20th pie, far and away one of the most time-consuming achievements in this game. But with that behind me, it was right on to Thanksgiving.
This is the lamest looking poster I've ever seen in my entire life. Thanksgiving. Why does it look like that? Now this is a lobby. We got the pile of tires over here, the anchovy gum.
This holiday introduces, whatever this is.
The frick is this thing? That looks disgusting. What am I looking at? That looks like a turd. It's supposed to be like a Hershey's Kiss?
I've banged out a ton of the achievements already, but I've been staying on my toes for one involving a mysterious man named Pinch Hitwell. For this one, I need to be wearing a jersey and baseball cap while I serve him. Now all I have to do is wait for the man I think to be Pinch and switch my clothes right before I talk to him.
Pinch Hitwell. No! No! The hat! Change your clothes. Can I change it right now? Change your hat. Change it. Where's the hat? Oh, crap. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, come on. Okay, maybe this will work. It just says serve. It didn't say take his order. Yes! Thank you, God. You listen when I call out your name. You saw my mid-service quick change. You counted that as valid, even though I was wrong.
Another huge chunk of the achievements is to serve certain customers certain specials. And while I was originally under the impression that it had to be the daily special, that is not the case as I learned here with Rhonda. As long as you just serve them the special pie, that's enough. So you can just look it up in the cookbook before they order. This makes this achievement so much easier. Oh my god, I am horrified to think about how long this would have taken me if the pie in their order had to match the special. I also pick up the achievement for leaving 3 rhubarb pies in the oven at the end of the day. Why is this achievement? I do not know. Probably either a reference or to encourage children to a life filled with arson. But now comes the hardest part of the run, actually remembering to serve those aforementioned special pies to the matching customers.
Damn it, that was Penny. Oh, crap. I need to pay attention. Oh my god, I'm such a moron. Wait, that was Tony? No, crap. He looks like every other NPC.
By now, I've collected all 3 of the bonus prizes for Spooky Shot, so from now on, I can always skip this minigame, giving me double tickets the following day. Thanksgiving also gives me my final standard filling, peanut butter fluff. But that marks the end of Thanksgiving as we enter the game's final holiday, Christmas. Christmas gives us our final crust flavor, as well as a new customer in Santa. I used this season to really just fill out the rest of our special requests, including serving Boomer. Oh my god, she hasn't shown up since July. I was afraid I would never see you again. Also get the final bonus prize from Mitch's Mess, which ended up being the second easiest to complete on account of the fact that I memorized where all the items were hours ago. Christmas also gives us the final standard placeable topping, kiwi slices.
Why do the kiwis look like insanely rendered? Am I crazy? They look like they're from a completely different game. What the heck? What is wrong with the kiwis? Am I crazy? Why do they look like that? Also, why are they giving us kiwis in the middle of Christmas? What the heck is wrong with them? It's like those YouTube thumbnails that are like, I made Minecraft more realistic with every death or whatever, and it's like by the end everything looks like this weird messed up Blender version of what it originally was. Why did they look like that? It's so unsettling.
And upon serving Sue later that day, she becomes our 15th Gold Star customer, giving me the final Gold Star achievement. And soon after, we reach the end of Christmas, which also happens to be the end of the year at Papa's Bakeria.
What? What's happening, Papa? I'm stealing the pies? What? But go outside? Oh! Papa bought me a beauty salon! I forgot that was my dream the whole time. Oh, I beat the game, I guess. Papa Louie's my customer now. Yes!
I've unlocked all standard top crust crumbs and meringues. And by serving Papa Louie, we get the achievement for serving every single customer in the game. All 101 of them. And with that, we had grabbed 82 out of the game's 90 achievements. All that was left was character-specific ones and discovering every special recipe. This wasn't an achievement, but I also went the extra mile and got all the bonus prizes from all the mini games as well. I changed the special to one that gave me 2 tickets per order. And then since I got to pass on the ones I had already completed, it gave me like 20 tries at some of these games. And after like 30 hours of playing this game, I can confidently say that I never learned to love the stupid baseball game. I hope to God I never have to play this again. Serving and earning the specials was just a matter of waiting, so after 3 hours of grinding, I'm able to get them all. This giving me the 90th achievement and letting me 100% Papa's Bakeria. So what did I think? Honestly, that was a lot of fun and kind of relaxing. I never played these games growing up. I was more of an impossible quiz kid, but now I'm kind of wishing that I did. Definitely a fun 30 hours. And really relaxing to do when you want to just turn your brain off after a hard day. If you guys enjoyed this one, let me know what Papa's game I should cover next. Bye!